Okay, guys, so I decided to try something out because my tomato plant roots are showing at the top, and they look like the tomato plants like they need some fertilizer. So I'm going to be using this today, my fertilizer, and some soil that I got for free in the county or whatever. And I said to myself, well, you know what? I'm gonna make it like a paste, and not too runny, not too thick, but just enough where I can place it on top of those roots or whatever, so that way it'll also moisten the other soil that's already on there. But I want to cover up those roots because my leaves are starting to curl, so I'm assuming that they need some fertilizer. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix this up with a little water, and the fertilizer, water, and the soil, and we're gonna just pat it, push it up against the top of the roots on the tomato plant to cover those roots up and get it back nice and moist and looking good and real green again, because it's starting to yellow out a little bit too. So yeah, we're about to do that. And I also already did one, so this is gonna be for the second plant. So I used about 3 scoops of soil, 3 nice size scoops with this little shovel, because like I said, I'm gonna make it into like a little paste, and I'm gonna try not to make a mess in here. Okay. All right. So now got our soil in here. This don't come for me. I'm using a pot. I had a container, but I didn't think I needed it for anything, and so I tossed it out. And then when I come to create this little concoction today, I'm like, dang, I shouldn't have threw it away. So yes, I'm using a pot. It's gonna do what I needed to do. Okay? So now we're gonna add some of the fertilizer to this. And I think I did two scoops of it in my first container. So 2 scoops. Not a whole lot, but enough. Okay, now we're gonna mix. Just getting it mixed in good so that it's going all the way through every inch of this soil. So I use 3 because I'm using little scoops, so I'm using 3. And I'm gonna use the water because I want the water to kind of go ahead and start dissolving the fertilizer, since I'm using dry fertilizer and not liquid. So, and it looks really good out there on my other plants, so I think it's gonna work, y'all. So that's mixed. Now I'm using a 1/2 cup of water, and I think I did about 3 of those too, because we ain't trying to make it soupy. We just trying to make it thick enough for me to stick on the plant to cover those roots. So that's all I'm doing. Now I'm going to give it a nice little mix because I want it pasty. That way it's already moist, and you can go ahead and moisten the rest of the soil. At least I think, I'm trial and erroring right now. We're going to see what happens. See if this was a good idea or a bad idea. So, testing some stuff out. Okay, so that's the consistency that I wanted. See, not soupy, not too thick, not runny, no nothing. Just good and moist. Okay. And this bag, I think, cost me I want to say about $10, $11. It did. It was like $10.75, and I got this from what is they call, Feed Store, which is like a Tractor Supply, Ace Hardware, somewhere that sells gardening things. But I got this from a feed store here in my area. And Fruit Fertiloom, y'all see it, that, okay? And I've been using this, and since I've used this, my stuff has gone crazy. So I love it. So I'm going to continue to use it. And so that's all I can say about it. It's been working for me. So try it out if you're a new beginner and what you're doing is your stuff is growing, but it's not blooming like you want it to. This right here did it for me. Okay, so now we're gonna go outside, and I'm going to paste this onto the other tomato plant, and then I'll come back and show y'all the finished product. Okay.